What is up, bros? Me, Josh here. In today's video, we're going to go over patch 0.7.1, which just hit today, and what it's going to bring to World of Warships. I'll put a link down below so you can check out the video yourself and check out stuff more in depth, because I'm just going to briefly kind of touch on everything. There's actually a decent amount of stuff coming out this patch. The Wargaming's been actually pumping out some pretty big patches, some pretty big changes. So there's kind of some cool stuff coming. One, a brand new collection. I love collections. I love campaigns. I love anything like that. I consider this more content, more stuff to do, more stuff to work for, grind for, and overall pretty cool. And it's the France collection, the Long Live France collection. So this is, of course, talking about the 7.2 release of the French battleships. And this will start the collection so you can get the French captain, the unique captain. Jean-Jacques Honnier. I probably slaughtered the last name. But basically what he's going to get is an expert marksmanship buff and an adrenaline skill buff, which is pretty nice, actually, because of kind of how the battleships work. Faster turrets, faster firing. Can't really hate that, especially if you have it on the tier 10, which if you're on adrenaline rush and are low enough life, you can get down to like 16-second reload or something crazy. So big shells coming out of a French battleship, so this is going to give it a buff, so maybe we're going to see 15, 14, something around that. So this whole thing will unlock, and it's a stylized photos of the French and Allied ships, which is always cool. Coat of arms and badges, weapon related to the French naval history. So once you complete that, you will get the captain. So that's always cool. And one thing you actually can do with these cases is unlock, one, some camos, some flags. Of course, it's going to come with it, and of course, stuff for the collections. But you actually have a chance to get a lucky roll for one of the ships. You can actually get it early, so we're probably it seems to keep getting bumped out more and more and more. But 7.2, maybe a couple weeks, maybe a month from when this is officially releasing to when that. And remember, just a side note, every video I make on patches up until 7.2, Missouri will be leaving 7.2. Just a little side note right there. So if you want to get it, you still have some more time. But with this upcoming line, you can maybe get some early availability to these. So technically, you could probably get the tier 8 and get a ton of banked up XP and get ready for the tier 9 once it officially releases. I don't think if you have like the tier 5, you can unlock like the whole line. I just think you get that ship, so you can play that ship a lot, maybe bank up enough to get the next one if you want to play that before the next patch comes out. Not the biggest fan of giving away free. I mean, tier 5 and 6 is fine. I think they even did that with one of the latest lines with the UK battleships. If you played enough, or if you did enough of a campaign, I kind of forgot how it was. It's been a little while now. You kind of got to skip some of the ships. I find that fine if you're going to skip to 4 or 5, maybe even 6. But when we start getting the skipping to 7 and to the 8, we run into that Bismarck 2.0 when we're giving away free tier 8s, which I don't really like. But besides all of that, you can potentially get the tier 5, the tier 6, the tier 7, and the tier 8. If you play enough, I guess, throughout this whole patch, you could potentially unlock these. I assume this is going to be a pretty rare drop. This is going to be kind of normal. The collections, the extra camos, and the flags are going to be kind of normal. This is going to be kind of try your luck of maybe getting the ship. I don't know if it's going to be that low of percentage. We could potentially get one of these ships to play and check out and get like an early access to it. So that's kind of cool. Newport, which is always nice, gonna look pretty cool overall. So Newports are always cool. Clan Battle Season 2 is on its way. This one is called Islands of Ice, and a couple small changes. Really, it's gonna be basically the same. I will be doing a video over kind of the best ships for this upcoming season. Surprise, surprise, it's going to be exactly the same as what we kind of saw last season. No new ships were really added. No metas really changed, and nothing honestly has really changed besides a couple of the maps. And we'll basically see the same thing as we saw last season. And man, Wargaming is really pumping kind of the quote-unquote competitive content out. Rank season, we had clan battle season ended. We had like 4 or 5 days before rank season. Rank season's done. We got about a couple weeks, I think. A couple weeks. This is gonna hit February 10th, so just a few days away. Clan battle season 2. So what they kind of did this season, from the looks of it, is they are kind of protecting, because they've added a new league, the Hurricane League. So as you remember, Squall, Gale, Storm, and Typhoon were leagues of last season. And what you ended up happening is you would get teams that were really, really high in the Typhoon League. And if you stayed, and our clan was in the Typhoon League, if we stayed in queue for more than a minute and a half, we had the potential, about once a night, we would play a team in the Gale League, which isn't really fair. Plus minus, of course, and the less people that are on and playing, less Typhoon teams. Of course, you're gonna play more Storm, and then I guess if there's not enough or everyone's in games, then it bumps down to the Gale League. I believe it's kind of like plus minus two, like normal. Um, but it looks like they're kind of protecting the lower leagues by adding a new league called the Hurricane League, and so the teams that are extremely high in the Typhoon League will then go into the Hurricane League, and from the looks of it, probably a Hurricane League has no chance of getting the Gale League, probably a low chance of getting the Storm League, and kind of the best will continue to face each other instead of just, I would say, kind of farming worse teams. I mean, if really good teams are playing, like the top teams and other clans in Typhoon don't really want to play them, so they're going to wait for them to stop queuing. The really high rated clans are kind of just going to sit in queue and continue to play against other people, so or the lower teams, so they kind of get picked on. So it looks like they've added an extra league of buffer, so Hurricane probably only can go against Storm League, and this is going to be kind of the best of the best. So I believe it's still just Typhoon for the Stalingrad flag. So it looks like more people. Looks like Typhoon will be more competitive. It won't, I'd say, be as tough to continue to play against these extremely good teams. And our clan was actually pretty solid. But if we're playing against some of the top competitive teams, of course we're gonna have a really tough chance. We beat a couple of them, but on a consistent basis, we are gonna lose just because they've played more and stuff like that. So it is kind of nice to get the little bit of buffer and play against maybe some more teams that are near your level. So it seems kind of cool. But the Hurricane League, saying there's no limit to that, so that is kind of cool. And what they're doing is they're giving a little bit of a buffer. It looks like for every league you played up past the Squall. So if you played in Gale, Storm, and Typhoon, you get a bonus point, a maximum of 150 per league you played. So if you played in Typhoon last year, you get a bonus of 150, which will basically get you into the Gale League almost immediately. So it's pretty cool. And then you can work towards season 2 and your second flag for the Stalingrad, which is pretty cool. Same thing though, same, one battleship, no CVs, and the free rental ships are coming out, and then they will be taken out. Now, since it is 2 months long, I believe it's 2 months long. Let me scroll up really fast. Yeah, just over 2 months long to get that, so to get to your 30 wins. 7.2 is when the first set, which is the Zao, the Grozavoy, and the Montana, which was one of the best battleships. Decent cruiser and probably the worst destroyer. Is very 0.7.2 is going to be the patch that those get taken away. So maybe it is just a couple weeks away. Who knows? Usually these only last for a little while. So, but same basic setup. The only thing that's going to change is some of the maps. The significant Exignas, it looks like a couple maybe players receive a duplicate of the already on patch compensation of credits. So that's kind of cool. And so this is kind of nice, the daily containers. They've added a clan search feature, which is cool. I think you can do that on their actual website or maybe even in game. You can find a clan that's kind of for your parameters. So I know a lot of people, they're really trying to push the social aspect of it. And if you aren't in a clan, try to get into a clan because they have all those benefits of extra XP, extra credits, cheaper ships. So if you aren't in a clan and you didn't know that, you can get a bunch of bonuses and even try to find a social clan. So this is kind of cool. And you can go out there and make some friends and find some div mates to play with. So that's always cool. Balance changes. Looks like the midway is kind of getting picked on right here. It's the only thing that's really getting a balance change. So it's getting the lower fighters, I believe, for the Essex and the well, it's just the midway. So it's getting lower speed and stuff like that, and I think it's getting bumped down to lower tiers. So midway is getting kind of picked on. They're they're trying to do what they can with high tier CVs. That has to be so hard to balance. Who knows if this will make it kind of even? But a midway was pretty strong against the hack. Was this the right thing to change up? Who knows? But we'll see what ends up happening with this. So this is kind of interesting. Kind of out of my wheelhouse a little bit, but so I don't really play. I'll just look forward to keep shooting down planes with my high IA ships. New map, Sleeping Giant. This is going to be a high tier map. Looks kind of interesting, almost like Hotspot a little bit. And a new map to learn and play and meta. It'll be really interesting if they give us this new map and then boom, right into clan battles. It'll be part of it. It'll be just like, all right, what the hell do we do? Just like when they switched up Islands of Ice during one of the ranked seasons, nobody knew what to do, and we kind of just went along with it. So a new map, which is cool. And they are actually going to change the maps. I don't know if it's on this list. they're changing Trap, and they're also changing um, Tears of the Desert. Tears of the Desert? Yeah, Tears of the Desert. So they're changing spawns and they're changing map layout a little bit on Trap. So that's going to be kind of good. So overall, some pretty cool changes. There's some sound changes, and it looks like they're adding added voiceovers for certain stuff and a little bit of little extra content. New ships in the premium shop. You can check some out there. So definitely some good ones if you want to pick them up. And the new revolutionary camo, which is always cool. Man, I feel like they're gonna have to think of something interesting to give. I don't know, because it's kind of all turning into the same thing. Everything just keeps getting more and more and more. And it looks like there's some other small fixes. So this patch is pretty big. Main thing, clan battles are starting soon. New maps, map changes, and the new collection, as well as the potential French battleships you can get early. So pretty cool little patch. They're continuing to be kind of, sometimes we get patches that don't really add too much. These ones have all been relatively decent size. Like I said, I'll put a link down below. You can look more into it. But just want to give you a quick little view over patch 7.1. Like I said, once 7.2 hits, you could last chance to get the Missouri. So this is it. Keep grinding out, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this quick little video over the upcoming patch, and hope you guys have a good time out there, and good luck getting your French battleships early if you do get that. But that's it for me, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Oh, I also forgot one major thing about this whole patch. I can't believe I forgot about this, is the Aigle, the Tier 6 Premium French Destroyer, will actually be able to be earned through a list of missions. Looking like this is probably going to take a little bit of time to earn. Looks like if you get through an entire set of missions, it says like either time stamped or date stamped. Maybe like you have to do certain things, kind of like a lot of these past campaigns that were time sensitive. You have to get through, but at the end you can actually get this Tier 6 destroyer for free, so that's pretty cool. Another free premium. This thing's actually pretty good. I'll put a link down below of my review on this ship. Originally it was kind of poopy, now it's kind of a beast, so you guys will enjoy this and you can get it for free. I completely forgot about that. Just wanted to add this in at the end, but again, I appreciate you guys. Remember to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.